I can see that.
Can you be any more specific?
No.
You can't?
No.
Right,
Sorry.
We've obviously come to speak to you because of what you're here for, why you're here, what your intentions are, and it's just so that we can get a feel for...
Okay, well, it's just a peaceful stand, really, just a demonstration. We're not exactly going over and confronting people. We're just stood here. If people want to come over and talk to us about what we've got up or what's going on and why we're here, more than welcome to do that. We're not going to force anything on anyone. We're not going to go up and confront people. It's not what we do. We've offered people leaflets if they wanted the leaflet.
Which is the leaflets there.
That's the leaflets you're offering people, right? No problem.
Yeah, but the two social workers who worked here actually illegally stole my children without a court order.
Right, okay. I think that's going to be what we're concerned about as well, is you're trying to follow anybody into the main
building. No, we've got no intention. We've got
There's lots of people working here.
Well, we were here yesterday. We were here yesterday as well, all day.
The only time I stopped the social worker is to ask him about what I need to do because of this other domestic violence.
To anybody else. Okay. I think a number of members of staff have raised a few concerns.
I mean, I've just spoken to a social worker in there myself, and he said he's perfectly fine with it, that he understands what we're doing, and we've got every right to. We're not breaking any laws. So we've even had permission off a social worker to continue.
We've got people who actually own the building here.
Okay.
So we're going to they've got a couple of requests from you guys, because obviously this is their building, so that we're happy to...
It is a public building. This quarter's public.
I'll leave these guys to explain, because this is their building, so I'm going to leave them to ask what they need to ask.
Urban Vision manage the campus on behalf of the council. I've spoken to the senior officers in the council. What they've asked is that they're quite happy for you to stay in the building. Obviously, they appreciate it's not an aggressive demonstration, it's a peaceful demonstration. What they have asked, though, is that we remove the posters you put up outside, and if you could do that, I'm quite happy for you to do.
We did it yesterday all day.
I'm just saying what I've instructed. They've been told you can quite happy to stay in the building as long as you remove the posters from outside and behave in a responsible manner.
We are behaving in a responsible manner.
You know, obviously, just to reiterate the...
We have consent of all the rest of the ones that are outside.
Sorry?
So we have consent of the people, of the ones outside with the kids and the kids.
I'm just saying the council as owners of the building have asked that those posters be removed. If you're to stay in the building, otherwise we'll have to ask you to leave the building.
We can wait outside, that's all, but that is public property and we are members of the public as well, because on the outside
it's council property.
Which is paid for by the public, so...
It's council property and the council will own the building have asked that those posters be removed.
Okay, well,
and if they're not, then we'll have to set further instructions and it may well be the last
I want you to be able to express whatever it is you want to express.
But by silencing us, by putting it outside?
No, just the images, and that's what they're asking you for. So
right, okay.
It's sort of, you have to meet a little bit halfway on it.
Okay, I'm more than happy to meet halfway, but I've got a few issues with some of the posters that are up about adoption and fostering and about there's a few on there that we find insulting, and we're not raising any concerns about it or stopping it.
So you've got to respect that when someone owns a building, they're allowing you to stay to express whatever it is you want to express.
Paid for by taxpayers, we have every right to be.
Because we are taxpayers, so technically we are putting some money towards it as well.
No.
Well, we pay tax as well.
If someone went to your property at home and put something up outside,
our property at home is not public building.
Oh, that's happened loads. I've been taxed in my house, and the police have done nothing, the social services have done nothing.
It's not a public building.
It's paid for by taxpayers.
It's a building that the public have access granted
by
the people that
taxpayers,
own it.
Therefore makes it a public building.
It's not owned by the taxpayers.
No one has a right to privacy in a public place.
Council.
We can always move to the other side.
I don't want to have an argument with you. I
can always move to the other side or outside the police station.
What it is you want to do. So
you can't do that without putting your signs up in the first place. It's like
no,
you can't. We're not stuck them up. We're not stuck them up. There's rest in there. You've stuck yours up on there, trying to get your part across.
This is their building for a specific reason. You've got to understand that people are coming in here as well.
I know that's
there's live feeds up showing that we've literally just been stood here.
Well, you can still display. You can hold them. They're asking you to just take them down from the actual building itself. And you can quite happily go. You can quite happily go about your daily business. Otherwise, we don't want things to escalate, and we don't want them to take away the fact that you can be here.
Whoever we've offended with all this, they're happy to take us to court.
Offended.
Oh, well, that's perfect. If no one's offended, then I don't understand why.
The building's managers are asking you to remove them, otherwise
is that the
they'll
CEO
take down
or something
consent. The people that own the
The
building.
CEO.
I've not spoken to the
Could
CEO.
you get the CEO to come down and...
But I mean,
Whilst we're stood here doing this, you're not
saying
able
today.
to
Not here then.
express yourself.
we don't need to
If the
the signs
management's
doing it
not
for us.
within
That's
the
why we don't need to go up and speak
establishment,
to anyone because the signs are
within
doing
the
for us. If we took the
establishment
signs down,
first,
then the only way we're going to be
then
able to interact with people and tell them what we're doing is by going over to them and approaching them, which is something I don't want to do. I don't want to be going over and approaching people and they're taking time out of their day. Yeah, but you have seen how many they are and how big they are as well.
What these?
There's the big yellow one over there as well.
Right, what are your thoughts on these ones outside?
I've not seen what's on, but my instruction is to ask that they be removed if you to stay in the building. If you won't remove them, we'll have to ask you to leave the building and stay outside.
Well, we can stay outside. We've got umbrellas with us. We've got umbrellas with us just for that point. That's not a problem.
I don't mind getting pissed with them.
But we were out here yesterday to get pissed right through. But I mean, I just don't understand how they can ask us to take something down, yet they won't take anything down that offends not just us here, but everyone who's stolen kids.
My advice to you,
Stay inside,
my advice to you
Alright.
is be very, very careful how you target certain people, because there are
They target us as well,
there are
they target
there
us.
are offences when you target
Which we
specific people.
understand that, but when they're targeting people that they don't need to target.
Listen, I'm not arguing with you about it. I'm advising you that if that continues, you've got to be very careful how far you go. And
Okay, prison's doesn't affect me.
well, I'm advising you. You need
Okay,
to be very
I
careful
like
what you
Christmas,
put.
nice.
What you put
3 miles a
on.
day and the taxpayer pays for that as well.
That's the way you want
So
to think
go
about
and do
it.
your best.
It's freedom of
Go and
speech.
do your best because we're not taking the signs down.
Freedom of speech,
Sorry, no, I can't hear you.
Go and do your best because the signs are not going down, coming down.
They're not going down.
No, they're not coming down. So go and do what you've got to do, and we do what we've got to do. Okay?
Well, that's
End
fine.
of.
So then the gentlemen who own the building have asked that you
Are
leave.
we going to force for the removals then?
We've asked you to leave.
Right, we'll be assault
we don't want to
okay,
be-
assault on camera.
No one's mentioned
Right.
forcibly moving
All right.
anyone, just asked you to take
That's
the
fine,
signs
okay.
down, haven't we? And
Not
you can
leaving.
stay here.
We're not
That's
offending.
how we started, isn't it? But
We made sure to double check all the laws before we came down as well.
okay, yeah.
Trespass is a civil matter.
Because they don't. They
As he just said,
don't.
it's a civil matter to trespass.
Like we said, the council got no issue with you being here. All they've requested is
Not law
stay in the
enforcement.
building, remove the ladder outside. That's all they're asking.
Well, we're more than happy to go outside anyway.
Yeah, I mean, we go outside.
We're doing nothing. We're doing nothing wrong. We're spreading the truth. We're not lying.
So let's
So there
not
again, it's
go
a public
there.
building. We
I'm
can't
still
see
asking
it.
for the banner to be removed. So,
No, it's completely fine. I mean, I've asked for some of these flyers to be removed as well, but hey ho, looks like we don't always get what's right.
So we move it outside if you keep it.
Yeah, I'm gonna put my stuff in the suitcase and then we'll move it outside. That's not a problem.
We need more people, don't we, then?
Well, there's more people coming. Don't worry. Yeah.
You know the law around protests and.
Well, it's not a protest. It's a peaceful. It's peaceful. It's not even a demonstration.
Let's get it right. So it's not a protest. It's not a protest.
It's not a protest, we're just trying to get people to understand.
We're raising awareness.
To us, or to show them that
You understand the laws around demonstration then?
I don't understand how you are.
You didn't protect innocent families.
We're not the ones that have done that.
But you're saying that you're protecting them when they're the ones that are taking our kids?
Can I put in an official police report for illegal?
I'll tell you what, you're not going to remove me.
But the social workers, when they find out that it's going up for adoption, they don't come to court afterwards to hear it and help them up.
I'm just waiting for everyone.
They're all leaving. I'm staying.
Are you staying inside?
I'm staying, so you're going to have to move me. Neil will remove me after this.
Roland, what are we doing?
I'm staying. If you want to go outside, it's fine.
Well, I'll fold the suitcase up anyway, just in case. But as I said, we're all in this together.
Public building, we have every right to be
Me
here.
and as well, is it? Players, send them out.
I'm in Marshall now, I'm not getting involved in anything.
What's your job?
See, I don't understand. I don't understand how everyone can say that they're not getting involved in it when if you weren't getting involved in it, you wouldn't be here, really.
Have you even seen them?
Can you take the last one for the guest?
I'm just trying to understand.
All I'm trying to do is able for you to facilitate what it is you need to facilitate peacefully, so that we don't have to get involved.
But we have been doing it peacefully though, so and then they've been involved.
Said that, however,
Why are you here?
this is the reason, because I work in this building, that's why, sir. So
Okay.
these people own this building. They come down and facilitated your demonstration and your ability to.
Well, they've not really, because.
Let me finish.
Sorry.
As long as the posters are taken down, that's it. So you take from that what you will. If you won't do that, then they will have no choice but to escalate the matter. And then look into you're stating it's a public building. It's not a public building. So therefore, there are things that can be implemented in order for you to be removed from here. But that's not what we want. We want you to be able to do it.
Billy, don't start there shouting, because that gives them an excuse. I know, but it gives them an excuse.
You seem to be happy to take the photos down, don't leave the posters down and wait outside.
Oh no, not happy. If it comes down to it, then.
And that's what I want to take these down.
Oh no, we have to take the ones down outside. No, these as well as outside as well, all of them. But I don't understand how freedom of speech is. But none of this was an issue at the Royal Courts of Justice in London. The security guards were involved in it.
Respect people's space. When you start approaching people, it becomes intimidating to people because they might not want to be approached.
Yeah, that's why we don't want to take the.
That's what I mean. You don't want to get in the realms of that.
Oh yeah, I completely.
It's not the message you're putting across anyway.
I completely understand, but the reason why we got the posters up is so we don't have to go up to people and interact with them. But taking them down, the only way we're going to be able to do that is by interacting people.
It's owned by somebody. That's the issue.
Everything's owned by somebody.
It is.
That's
the way of the world.
It is. I mean, how are we supposed to raise awareness?
The point before was if you owned your property, I don't know whether you do or you don't, but if you owned your property and someone came and put something up outside or on your property,
well,
you have every right to ask them to remove that. And if they don't, then you have every right to forcibly remove whatever it is. Well, that's not what we want to happen.
Well, obviously that's not what we want to happen.
I'm just trying to put it into context.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. I completely understand, and honestly, I
want you to be able to express what it is.
I know it's your warrant card, your actual warrant card.
That's my warrant card.
That's your warrant card.
It says on it, warrant card.
Okay, thank you.
I understand. I know it's obviously it's not the best situation, but we are just trying to raise awareness. That's all that's all what I do.
I understand exactly what you're trying to express.
That's why we're purposely staying here, and we're not going away from like this area because we don't want to go over and interact with people because obviously people have got their own things and their own bother. But we've had threats this morning from 2 social workers. And we've let it slide because obviously I know it's a stressful position and we don't want to be dragging everyone into it and causing a scene, so we've let them go. I even had a social worker yesterday steal 2 of my belongings and I still left it.
I explained to your friends with all the social media stuff, my advice is just to be really mindful of what you're putting on and how much you're actually naming people, because what I'd hate for you to do is to get to a point where it starts breaching offences.
I completely understand.
I don't want that for you, so you need to be very mindful of what you're actually putting on there.
I know, I am being with it. I mean, I've got my social workers up there and the children's guardian up there because they did illegally steal my children and illegally lie and perjure themselves in court. And from historic past, for as far back as you can remember, since news was a thing, anyone who broke the law ended up in the news. But social workers are being protected. Well, the majority of the time. I mean, obviously it's not all the time because social workers are.
That's why the laws are what we have. It's for you to express whatever you want to express. So I would like you to be able to still do it and still be here, rather than it escalating to something where they start getting the other people involved, just start coming out of access, and because it is not a public building. It's public or allowed access by virtue of them allowing you access. Okay. So if they decide at some point that no one has a certain person isn't welcome anymore, then that becomes no access.
I completely understand, but I mean there's been parents and families in here shouting.
On the premise of those are taken off. That's it.
The only issue I've got with that is obviously.
This isn't. It's not my building, mate. I'm here to try and relay a message to try and sort this out.
The only issue I've got. The only issue I've got.
They're not telling you to leave.
I do understand that, but the only issue I've got is obviously as soon as we take them posters down and we stay in here to stay dry, that's it. We've been silenced.
I'm sure you can find
our awareness thing is non-existent. This is
you can hold them, haven't you?
Yeah, no, but it's a bit too much to hold. That yellow one on its own is big enough, and then we've got all them there as well. Another big yellow one there, and then these.
You just don't want them sticking on the windows and sticking.
It's literally
you could hold them, couldn't you?
It's literally because it's wet, it just sticks. No, we're not leaving, and we are planning on taking them with us anyway.
Taking them with you.
And we leave before closing.
That's what they've asked for now.
I want you to be able to. I don't want it to get.
They'll be taken down at 5 o'clock anyway.
So.
Maybe a little bit.
What's that, sorry?
They'll be taken down at 5 o'clock, maybe a little bit sooner.
Have you signed it?
Yes, I've signed it. I've even been online and told about my kids.
So we'll leave you, have a think about it.
Good idea.
You know,
By all means, because it gives us time to talk as a group as well, because we are all in this together. We can't just make a decision for all of us. We've all got to talk about it.
That's what you've said, and you stay.
Have to get on the roof.
Oh, I had a parent trying to get me to help him on the roof. I hate doing that again.
So, I don't want you to get yourselves in any trouble. I just want you to be able to.
I mean, because of what we're doing, because of yesterday, what we did yesterday, we actually found an adoptive young man's family yesterday because of this here.
I'm not saying you don't.
My children do that. Go on, Dad.
Listen, it doesn't have a negative impact.
We're not fighting for our kids. We're not fighting for our kids to come back to us now. We're fighting to make sure it doesn't happen to our kids in the future. We're not doing this for us. We're doing it for our kids.
I don't think anyone's going to be coming showing you documents right now. I'm not saying they don't exist. I don't know, but I think, like my colleague said,
the signs will be gone by 5 o'clock.
they'll be gone by 5, will
Yes,
they?
yes.
Right.
It's just so that we can get people to see it.
Well, at 4, isn't it? Yes, it's closed.
Yeah, by 5.
Future plans.
Oh yes,
We're back on Monday.
Back on Monday.
Back on Monday, but Tuesday we're outside the family court.
Family
Which I'll
court
be there as
Tuesday,
well.
back here on
Let me
Monday.
know what's going on.
Join us actually, let me know what's going
Well, I'll
on.
be there after seeing my daughter for the
Same
final
in
time.
Same in
Yes, I'm back to St. Charles.
We've been doing it all across the country. There's thousands of people doing it all, literally everywhere, and this is the first time we've actually been told to take it down.
Screaming if we don't get our kids back now.
I've had service friends commit suicide to the people working there.
Please don't start.
Alright.
But do you get what I mean?
Don't start. Do you know how many times I've tried to kill myself because of this social services? I've got scars all over me from trying to kill myself because of this social services.
Sure you're not on your own, mate.
No, I'm not, and there's parents that have actually done it.
I want you to be able to stay.
That's fine. By the way, the guy in the grey jumper over there, that's the one that came over and threatened this morning.
To be a parent to their kids.
Their solution is to
don't know
take
how
them
you
down and
can-
stay. You know,
Especially
if you don't, I can see everyone.
I'm not breaking any laws by just standing here.
If you don't adhere to what they're asking you when they own the building, then they can then look at.
We need to see the deeds. They own the building.
Well, this is what
We
we're
need-
trying
we
not
need-
to
we
get
actually
to. You
need-
don't need to get to that
need to see
point,
proof.
is what I'm saying. You don't need to get to that point.
I know, but
Signs be taken down around about.
us four here have personally dealt with lies from this building, and for Roland's
Bag
on
in
the.
there, did you? Well, the bag with the others.
I think so, yeah. The only reason that we're asking for deeds and proof of anything like that is because we've been lied to so many times. I mean, we don't know where to believe to or what, because people who work in this building personally have lied in court and got away with
Allow
it.
us to keep them up till 4:30 and we'll take them down once 4:30 comes.
Well,
It's 1:30 now.
I've just been told again by the council that they want them removed. Otherwise, they'll have to ask you to leave site.
Okay, what do they need to remove us from site?
Ask to talk to the CEO of the building.
That's why I've already asked that.
He's on behalf of the CEO. He's telling
Well,
him
no,
what he's requesting.
That's like sending
Is that our solicitor?
We'd actually need a CEO.
That's actually from our solicitor, that as
sending a
well.
bailiff out, and he has no authorisation.
Exactly.
I mean, clearly,
We'd also
we don't
need
want to be in a
documents.
position of
We don't want to either. We just want to be able to stand and for anyone who sees it.
Well,
they're not though.
Social workers should have that.
That's what I mean. That's the thing though. The signs are the only thing that are communicating with the public.
We can also check the land
be better than
description,
there'd be no
kind of
wires,
register, the land register, and if it doesn't say it's owned by them,
It's all recorded.
I know, so I said it.
All recorded.
the council considers this a reasonable request for you. You shouldn't be putting posters up on the council property, so they're asking those to be removed.
But they didn't have an issue with it yesterday, or the last time we were down in Swinton either.
I'm only relaying the message.
Yeah, no, I completely understand. But obviously, you see, the CEO's not here with it.
We don't want to get to that position where it's
I get that, but we didn't. I completely understand that. It's either the posters or the megaphone outside, to be honest. I don't really want to be shouting on the megaphone and interrupting people at work, because obviously we know there are good people in here as well.
The message I've been asked to do, is please take the posters down. They're happy for you to stay.
We will take them down. We will take them down at 4:30.
We're not said we won't, have we?
Eh?
We've not said we won't.
No, we don't plan on leaving them. Are we?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Are we allowed to have some time to speak to our solicitor then?
Take time, but between that time, if you're not willing to, then...
Right, well, because we want to be able to speak to our solicitor first before we make any decisions, plus we're a group, so we need to...
would be for us to come to a solution.
Yeah, that'd be ours as well.
We just want to talk to us about that.
Yeah, we just want to make sure we know our rights fully and what we can and can't do and everything, so we'd rather check our rights first, and obviously we are here as a group, so we need to, as a group, decide what we're going to do. We can't just one person say, yeah, I'm going to do this, and because we can only take down what we've brought, and we've all brought some...
You all right?
You're wrong that you can hold in that yet.
Sorry?
You're wrong that you
You should see the...
You should just go away and then put it down for a little while.
You keep telling us to go away. Right, we'll come back, just,
Okay, fine.
take heed of what I've
Yeah.
said.
Yeah, of course.
Well, I'll say posters
I'm a
will be
reasonable
on at
person.
4:30.
I'm not asking them to come last fall. Stop being so awkward.
Okay, guys.
Right, we need Thomas.
Still going to arrest me.
Hi guys. Right, so we need to talk to Thomas. Thomas is on yours, isn't he?
Yeah.
I'm going to get one from Stephen, and that's what the land registry is.
Go for it.
Go on with it.
Right guys, I need to make a quick phone call because one of the other parents is it's a peaceful process and won't come to interference.
Well, that went well, guys, didn't it? Jesus Christ. We're still here and the posters are still up.
Right, I'm going to get off. I'll be back on in a minute anyway because they're going to come back out, so let me just say phone call quickly. Plus Article 8 and 11. Data protection 1989, Section 31, Part 1, Part 111. Allowed there. Oh, we're allowed there, look here. Look. Data protection 1989, Section 36, Part 1 to Part 111. You are allowed there.
Yep.
And record.
Yep.
Plus Article 8 and 11.
Yep.
So ask them for...
Alright, Kate, I'll see you soon.
Ask
Okay, guys,
them to see the land agreement.
Yeah.
Let's check the land agreement, and if it says that it's not owned by them, then we can stay here and they can't tell us to take these down the other.
I'll be back in about 5 minutes.
Yeah, I'll be back on as well. I'm just going to make a phone call, one sec.